Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Tuesday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm running out of coffee. I keep flubbing up this intro, and I almost did it again. but I hope everyone's doing well. I want to continue with part two of I've Got the January Blues, highlighting some great blues artists and bands that I have in my collection. It's fitting for this time of year. You know, it's January, it's dark, it's dreary, it's cold as hell. Everyone's got kind of a blues thing going on with all this COVID crap. So I thought, what better way to do it than highlight some great bands and artists, the blues bands and artists that I have in my collection. I showed some great ones in part one, and I'm showing some equally great ones here in part two. So before we get into it, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collections. Because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, cheers. I got to go make some more coffee soon. So I'm going to start right off the bat with a great Canadian artist from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the great Jeff Healey and the Jeff Healey Band. If you don't know Jeff Healey, you should. One of the few that could keep up with artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Blinded at 3 years of age with eye cancer, he developed a playing style of lap guitar. Although it's not a true lap guitar, but he just used his finger style, and you can see how he plays here. So it's not the traditional way of playing, but man, he's blistering fast, an amazing vocalist, discovered by Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I actually saw them in concert quite a few years ago now. Not only him, Jeff Beck, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, so all three masters of their talent. In this one fantastic concert. And I think Glenn Calloway from the Basement attended the same concert, although we didn't know each other back then. But this is an amazing debut album, 1988 release. You got Confidence Man, Don't Let Your Chance Go By, Angel Eyes, the beautiful ballad Angel Eyes, I Need to Be Loved, Blue Jean Blues, See the Light, big hit for him. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Then his second album, Hell to Pay. Great. Also has a great backing band as well. And these are great little box sets also. Inexpensive, but it gives you everything you need. So this has Full Circle, I Think I Love You Too Much, How Can a Band Be So Strong, Let It Go, title track, Hell to Pay. Does a fantastic cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps by George Harrison, and Harrison actually plays on the track, which is awesome. That's when you know you're big, when you have a Beatle playing on your album. But fantastic stuff. The CDs they look like that there. They all sound great. And finally, his 1992 release. This is his third album. Feel This. Great album. Not too many hits off of this one, but still the same classic blues, rock songs on here. Cruel Little Number, Leave the Light On, Baby's Looking Hot, Lost in Your Eyes, My Kind of Lover, Live in Love, Joined at the Heart, Dreams of Love. Fantastic stuff. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but he was also in Roadhouse the movie with Patrick Swayze. He kind of played himself as the bar band, but he had some speaking parts in the movie as well, which was really cool. But if you check out YouTube and check out some of his tracks, also check out him and Stevie Ray playing together. They rival each other, but in a great way. Stevie Ray was just in awe of his playing, and I'm sure it was the same with Jeff, in awe of Stevie Ray's. But a great little box set of 3 fantastic albums by the Jeff Healey Band. Amazing artist. Next, another great artist and band, Blues Traveler, New Jersey blues rock, southern rock band. I love Blues Traveler, led by the great John Popper, harmonica player, great vocalist as well. This is 1993's Save His Soul. There's the band there. Great album. I love Blues Traveler, so good. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each album because of the time. I just wanted to talk about Jeff Healey because I think he's fantastic. This is their 4th album, 1994's 4. And Straight On Till Morning, their 5th studio album. So if you don't know Blues Traveler, check these guys out. So good. So good. Another great Canadian artist. I've seen him a couple of times as well. This is Mr. Colin James. This is one of his later albums. From Regina, Saskatchewan. So Western Canada. Also another a Canadian artist discovered by Stevie Ray Vaughan. He opened for Stevie Ray in 1994. And Stevie Ray was so impressed by him that he brought him out for an encore. And then he asked him to go on tour with him as an opening act. So this is a great Canadian blues, jazz guitarist as well. This is 2018 release, Miles to Go. Again, one of his later albums. There is a better picture of him there. But great. Like, this guy was young when he was discovered. He's played with the greats as well. He's played with B.B. King, Muddy Waters. He's played with all those guys. But fantastic Canadian blues artist in Mr. Colin James. Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Great stuff. I love this album. It's so good. One of the top 50 blues albums of all time. Ranked number 11th. Includes Mike Bloomfield and Elvin Bishop. This is the 1965 debut for these guys. Yeah, if you want the blues, this is the one to get for sure. So good. Pardon me. Then we have Bloomfield, Cooper, and Stills. This is an album by Al Cooper, featuring Mike Bloomfield on one side of the first half of the album, and Stephen Stills from Crosby, Stills and Nash on the second half. Just so good. Really great blues album. Bloomfield, Cooper, Stills, Super Session. Fantastic stuff. I had to include these guys. You know, southern rock, blues rock. This is the Allman Brothers at Fillmore East. One of the best live albums ever. Of course, you got Statesboro Blues, Done Someone Wrong, Stormy Monday, You Don't Love Me, Hot Atlanta, In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, and Whipping Post. You know, again, it's a great combination of blues rock and southern rock. You know, it's just, their vocals are fantastic. Their lead work is fantastic. Great jam band. Fantastic album. I love it. Then we have Beginnings. You know, of course, with Dwayne Allman, Greg Allman, Dickie Betts, Jay Johansson, Barry Oakley, and Butch Trucks. This is Beginnings. This is their first 2 albums in one album set. 1973 release. So you got their Allman Brothers Band, their first album, then Isle Wild South, and the second half of this album. Great stuff. It's on the Atco label. Love it. And then Brothers and Sisters, one of my favorites by these guys. This is on the Capricorns label, but the great Allman Brothers. Again, Southern rock at its best, but with that blues element that's just so good. You know, Greg Allman's vocals are just so smooth and silky, and of course you got these great lead guitars by Dwayne Allman and Dickie Betts. Speaking of Stevie Ray, one of the best blues, I shouldn't say one of the best blues players, one of the newer blues players to come around. He kept the blues traditions going. Again, I saw him with Jeff Healey and Jeff Beck in Toronto. Fantastic concert. I'll never forget that concert. This is his great debut album, Texas Flood. Amazing stuff. Again, just kept the blues traditions going. One of the fastest blues players out there, playing at an early age. And fantastic. This is 1983 release. Of course, his brother Jimmy Vaughn with the Fabulous Thunderbirds, no slouch on a guitar either. Actually, Stevie Ray looked up to his brother, helped him learn his guitar, and fantastic album. One of my favorites. Always will be one of my favorites. Mr. Johnny Winter, great Texas blues player, awesome guitarist as well. Kept the blues traditions going again. This is Second Winter, featuring his brother Edgar as well, who plays alto sax and of course vocals on this one. An amazing multi-instrumentalist in Edgar Winter as well. But great album. 1969 release. And we have John Dawson Winter III. Another great blues. This is on the Blue Dot. 1974 release. Third studio album. Got Nothing But the Blues. I love this photo. Nothing But the Blues, 1977 release. And then this is Guitar Slinger. Just again, this is on the Alligator label. Fantastic blues artist. Sadly lost a few years ago. How about the Blues Breakers, John Mayall, with Mr. Eric Clapton. And sorry, my notes are all screwed up here. Did I miss? There it is, sorry. Also with John McVie from Fleetwood Mac. But one of the greatest blues albums ever. Of course, John Mayall, great blues player, great blues traditionalist, and fantastic album. Also, great live album. This is The Turning Point. More acoustic blues on this one, but still fantastic stuff. On the Polydor label. I need a better inner sleeve on that one for sure. Awesome stuff. Another Canadian band. I had a chance to see these guys also. Actually up front and close. This was at a college pub a long time ago. But great Downchild blues band. This is an album called We Deliver. It's actually a pizza box style, so you open it up and flip it up, but there's a picture of a pizza in there. The title track is a menu showing all the tracks and everything on here, but great. So there's the, and then you open it up, there's a pizza inside with all the band members in it. These guys have had a ton of members, but the mainstay has always been Donnie Walsh, the great guitarist for Downchild. They're still around, still playing, still active, and they started around 1969. So 1979's We Deliver, and then we have they dropped their name Blues Band just down to Downchild. This is Blood Run Hot, of course featuring Spencer Davis as well. This is 1981 release. Awesome stuff. I love it. I love Downchild. Such a great band. Also another great Canadian artist. Again, I saw him. This is the great David Wilcox, Out of the Woods. This guy, he had to be led to the stage a lot of times. He was just liked his whiskey and his booze, but great guitar work. He's just got a funky blues style. You can bump up ahead, do the Bearcat, Life is Funky, Money in the Bank, Hot Hot Papa, Cheap Beer Joint. Cool track, I love that one. A Little Chunk of You, Bad Apple, Out of the Wild Wild World, and That Hypnotizing Boogie. He'd play and his eyes would roll back in his head. Just great stuff. This is 1970 release from Mr. David Wilcox. How about Whitesnake? Believe it or not, they put out a blues album. This was their 2020 remix. This was part of the Red, White, and Blue trilogy. So this is some of their greatest blues tracks. 14 tracks. It's also on beautiful blue vinyl. Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. You wouldn't think Whitesnake would have some blues albums or blues tracks, but yeah, this is a great release. I love it. I had to show it in here. The great Canned Heat, LA blues rock band, famous for playing at Woodstock, also Monterey Pop Festival. And this is 1969 and Hallelujah, their fourth studio album. Really good stuff. And then I've got a re-release of 1973 Stockholm Concert, and it sounds amazing. And I've got the best of by Canned Heat. It's got Bullfrog Blues, Sweet 16, I'd Rather Be with the Devil. Sorry, I'd Rather Be the Devil, Dust My Broom, Wish You Would, and When Things Go Wrong. Best of the Blues Project. Blues Project, Greenwich Village Blues Band, blues rock, psychedelic rock. Al Cooper led band as well. Best of the Blues Project. It's on the Verve label. Really greatest hits of this great band, the Blues Project. I've got to get more of their stuff or find more of their stuff. I never see it in the wild though anywhere. Getting back to Paul Butterfield, this is Better Days. This is on the Bearsville label. Better Days, 1973 release. Of course, Paul Butterfield, great blues harmonica player, singer, songwriter, um, formed the Butterfield Blues Band, and fantastic artist, fantastic album. The great Roy Buchanan, another Telecaster player. Just, I love the sound of his guitar. Um, this is self-titled debut, 1972 release. Really, really good. Got that traditional Telecaster sound. And 1977's Loading Zone. Another great album by Paul Buchanan. And finally, the Blues Brothers soundtrack. Fantastic movie. I love this movie. Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. Dan Aykroyd actually lives in Kingston. We're born and raised in Kingston, which is about an hour east of here. Great Canadian movie star, singer, songwriter, performer. Saturday Night Live, like he's been all over the place. Of course, John Belushi. This is 1980 soundtrack from the great 1980 movie, obviously, featuring James Brown, Cab Calloway, and Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, Chaka Khan, John Lee Hooker. And the band itself was amazing. It had Steve Cropper on lead guitar, Donald Dunn on bass, Murphy Doone on keyboards, Willie Hall on piano, Tom Malone on trombone, Lou Marin on sax, Matt Murphy on lead guitar, and Alan Rubin on trumpet. Just a great. There's all the band there. Great soundtrack. I mean, it's classic movie, classic soundtrack. So there you have it, guys. There's part 2 of I've got the January Blues. Hope you enjoyed. I may be back a little later on today. I've got some BCLT to show, and also waiting for a package to show up here. So maybe on a little later on this afternoon. So keep an eye out for that. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.